Hey guys, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be sharing our February monthly budget. We are a family of 4. There's me, my husband Noah, and our 2 sons, Logan, who will be 2 in March, and Jonah, who will turn 1 in May. And here's what we plan on doing with all of our income this month. Okay, so first up in the income section, we have our carryover. This is money that is in the bank account at the end of the previous month. So right now at the end of January, we have $637.13. I count this as income because it is money that's going to be spent this month. And we need a carryover to help cover our mortgage. That comes out the first of the month. So the money has to be in there so that can be paid. Next up, we have my husband Noah. His salary, he works for an internet company, and I have his income for the month individually blocked out for his privacy. I also work. I do independent contracting jobs, and I also have my income that I have planned for this month blocked out for privacy. Next we have his other, and I have $35 there. I actually am going to be cashing out on Ibotta, which is a grocery rebate app that I use. And so our total monthly income for February is going to be $4,892.53. So in our expense section, the first thing we have here is the buffer. That is $500. That is the money that we save to carry over into the next month. That is because our mortgage is $492, so I just like to round that up to $500. That is money that absolutely has to stay in the bank account at the end of every month so that when they pull our mortgage, it can be paid. So $500 for the buffer. Next up is our mortgage, which is the $492. That includes the principal, interest, the house insurance, and the taxes. Next up is the extra mortgage, and you can see we're not paying anything on that this month. We're working on a couple financial goals, and then we'll start getting to that towards the end of the year. Next up, we have our van. We have a 2019 Dodge Caravan, and the payment is $330.16. We do plan on paying this off in April, and that is one of our financial goals. We did buy it in April of last year, so our goal was to pay that off within a year, and we are looking on track to do that. Next up is the extra van. This is the money that we put towards the principal of the van, and this month we have $800 planned for that. I go ahead and I pay this at the beginning of the month. My husband's first check that he gets, we go ahead and pay the extra van so that it's already done. And if we overspend, at least the extra van is already paid. Next up we have is our gas and electric, and that is at $219.87 this month. That is up quite a bit. I've noticed we've been using a lot of gas. It's been very cold where we live, so I'm not really happy with that being that high, but it is what it is. Next up we have is water and trash, and that is $0. We pay that every 3 months. We will be getting the bill in about 2 weeks or so, because it is due in March, so I will know what we will need to be spending on that for March. Next up is Cricket. This is who I use for my phone, and that is $35 a month. Next we have is our internet, and it is actually only $19.99, and that is because there is this thing that Charter's doing. It's called the Emergency Broadband Benefit. And so we are saving $55 a month on our internet because of that. And next up is our dates and fun category, and I have that set at $140 this month. That includes all of our dates, eating out, anything we do as a family. That's also going to include anything that we do this month for Valentine's Day, anything like that. Next up we have gas, and that is just gas for our cars. And that is $228 this month. I noticed that the gas prices are going back up around where I live, so I upped that just a little bit for this month. Next up we have is household, and that is $60. That is for all of our soap and paper products and just things like that, things that we need for the house. Next up, we have groceries, and I have that set at $375 for this month. It's a little high. That is because we plan on going to Costco, and that's it. I still feel like that's a little too high, but I just wanted to be safe. This month in January, we actually only spent $286. So I feel like $375 it's a little high, but it's if we need to stock up on anything, the money's there. Next up we have is Hulu, and that is at 99 cents for this month. Next up we have my Care credit card. This is for, I had my wisdom teeth taken out in December, and I am paying $164 on that this month. Next up we have credit cards. We have $180.61 we owe on a Visa. That is because we spent money on it before I could pay it off at the end of January. So the balance technically is transferring over into February. So I put it as a line item so that it doesn't mess up the budget. Next up is miscellaneous, and this is high this month. That is at $250. That is because our van registration is due, and my husband also needs to renew his license. The license costs $18 and the van costs $162 to renew that. So that leaves us with $70 for miscellaneous left after that. So our total for our expenses is $3,787.62. Moving right along to the savings section, we have our emergency fund. We are not putting anything in that this month. Again, we're working on some financial goals. I want to get that Care credit card completely paid off. That's going to be paid off in April, and the van paid off, and then we will start working on the emergency fund a little more aggressively. I have the beginning balance of the emergency fund blocked out for now for privacy. Next up, we have my husband, Noah. He is getting $65 this month. He has his own online account with his own debit card that he can, go wild, spend whatever he wants. His beginning balance is $668. He did spend almost everything that he got in January. So he's going to be getting $65 more. Then there's my account. I'm going to be getting $55. I do have $44.92 still in my account. Next up on our sinking funds, this is our first sinking fund here. We have gifts, and that is $90. That is for anything, baby shower gifts, wedding shower, anything, birthdays. $90, and our beginning balance for that is $76.74. Next up is our subscriptions and our memberships. This is for things like Amazon, that comes out of here, Costco, Google Storage, just things that we are subscribed to, and I'm putting $17.50 in there this month. And we do have a beginning balance of $19.51. Next up is our car insurance. We're putting $135.02 in there. Our beginning balance is $258.28, and we actually just paid our car insurance this month, so it's not due again until July. Next up is our car repairs. We're putting $79 in there. Our beginning balance was $924.48. And I do suspect we will be spending some of that this month. I think we have an antifreeze leak in our car. We have a 2013 Dodge Avenger and, like I said earlier, a 2019 Dodge Caravan. But the car she's getting up there, so who knows. Next up we have is Christmas, and I don't have anything planned for Christmas right now. We will start working on that after our financial goals are met closer towards the end of the year. Next up we have clothing for my son Jonah. He gets $6. His beginning balance is $106.70, and my son Logan also has his own clothing fund, and he gets $14, and his beginning balance was $37.40 for this month. Next up is my husband Noah. He gets $25, and his beginning balance was $0 because he spent all of his money in his fund. Next up is clothes for myself. I get $25, and my beginning balance was $69.39. Next up on the list is home maintenance. We're putting $45 in there this month, and our beginning balance was $195.87. Next is the kid fund. They get $100. This is for other things that they need, like toys, diapers, wipes, random stuff that comes up. They get $100. There was no beginning balance because we spent that all in January because there was some diaper sales and we actually went over, so we pulled some money from miscellaneous to cover that so that we wouldn't be negative. Next up is medical. We're putting $40 in there, and our beginning balance was $140. Next up is pictures. We want to have some professional pictures taken as a family this year. We're not putting anything in there this month. It's because we have 193.01 in there. That's a pretty good balance, so we're just leaving that for now. Next up on the list is a vacation, and we are putting 204.39 in there, and our beginning balance for that is 398.56. It's a little bit less. We have a trip plan, and I've already bought some tickets for some things and some hotels, so that's a little bit lower because I did spend some money in January. Next up is taxes. This is money that I am taking out of what I make. I am actually taking out a little bit more than I planned, but I'm taking $204 out, and my beginning balance that I already have saved is $90.57. Our total that is going to all of our savings funds for the month of February is $1,104.91. You can see I have a zero-based budget. It equals zero. That means all of our income, all of it, minus all of our expenses, and all of our savings equals zero, so that we know where every single dollar that we're bringing in is going to be going. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more budgeting videos. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your financial goals for this month, and do you have any financial goals for this year? Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.